I've been seeing so many YouTube videos out there that say, don't give up on your manifestation. And quite honestly, that is horrible, horrible advice. And so I had to make today's video on why that feeling that you may be having, that it's time to give up on manifesting or it's time to give up on your manifestation, is accurate thinking, and why when you have that feeling, it is actually the correct course of action for you to take in order to actually materialize your dreams. And to prove the point, I've got 3 real life stories to share with you to show you how giving up on manifesting can work in your favor. Now, before I started teaching people about the law of attraction, I used to be a high school psychology teacher. And I know that a lot of times I talk about how I didn't make a lot of money and it wasn't the best job for me and all of that. But before I became a high school teacher, I really wanted to become a high school teacher. And I hadn't gone to school to be a teacher. I wasn't credentialed to be a teacher, but I really wanted to become a high school teacher. And so I went about the task of doing all of the action. I took some tests to get a temporary certification. I went to the teacher job fair. I harassed all of the principals in the area. And I was really trying to see if I could get my foot in the door to be an educator. And this was in 2007, okay, in 2007, way back. And anyway, we got to the school year starting, and I had been harassing all the principals. I had put out all my resumes. I had done everything I could possibly do to try and get a job for the start of the 2007-2008 teaching year. And nobody had hired me. And when school started, I just decided to give up. Said, you know what? It's not happening. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing right now. And at the time, I was a waitress at Carrabba's. So I'm just going to keep waiting tables at Carrabba's, and I'm going to go after something else that I want. And what I wanted at that time also was to start a family. So I wasn't getting the teaching job. You know what? Okay, let me go ahead and start a family. So I gave up on the teaching entirely. 2 weeks later, I get a phone call from the principal of the school that I really wanted to work at. It was only 2 miles away from my home. I was really excited. He called and told me that they had an opening. Some teacher had to quit, had to leave, and they wanted me to come and fill in. And I got the job. Even better, 2 weeks after that, I found out that I was pregnant. Giving up on making the teaching dream come true got me the teaching job, and it got me my beautiful daughter to boot. Do you have any stories like this, where you wanted something so bad, and the moment you gave up on it, it finally manifested? If so, please go ahead and share your story below in the comments so that other people can see that giving up is actually the right course of action when it's not coming your way. All right, now I have another story on how giving up actually got me my manifestation. And this has to do with friends. And I wanted to share this story because I've been getting a lot of questions about this recently in my YouTube videos, in the comment section. It's very common. And maybe you've seen this. If you've seen this in your own life, please share below so people can see that they're not alone with this. But it's very common that when people start to learn about the law of attraction and positive thinking and changing the way that they think, they can often lose friends. People that you are in resonance with, when you change your thinking, you may find that you're no longer in resonance with them. And this can cause you to lose friends in your life. And it definitely happened to me. I didn't lose 1 or 2 friends. It was like 9, 10, 11 women and all of our families. So, you know, all their moms, dads, kids, husbands, partners, it's this giant group. And I lost all of them. And it really hit me hard. And I found myself wanting to use the law of attraction to manifest a new group of friends. But it just didn't go anywhere. It just didn't go anywhere. And it felt like for several years, actually, I was really trying to manifest friends. And I would even make a friend, and then something would happen where the friend would disappear. Maybe they had to move away. Maybe they just faded out of my life. Maybe we were just no longer clicking. But it just kept happening where the more I tried to manifest friends, the more it just wasn't happening. But an interesting thing happened. A few years back, my husband and I decided to move to where we live now. And I've been doing just fine without my friends at this point. And I'd kind of gotten used to the idea that maybe I just need to stop. And he asked me right before we moved, he said, you know, when we move, are you going to try to make friends with our neighbors? Are you going to try to make some friends? And I thought about it and I looked at him and I said, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm not going to try. I'm sick of trying, sick of getting burned. You know, if I meant to make friends, great. If not, fine, but I'm not trying. Totally gave up on it. I wasn't going to vision board this. I wasn't going to journal it. Let it go. The day that we moved into our house, one of our neighbors, who was actually our realtor, stopped by to welcome us. And he told us that there was a big party going on a block away from us and invited us to come the next day. And I thought about it. I'm like, well, I said I wasn't going to try to make friends, but it sounds like fun. I'll go over. We went over, we met a bunch of people, and that started this group of friends kind of materializing into my life. And I now have a really big network, about as big as the last one I had, probably bigger now, of people who live very close to me that I'm very close with. We've gone on vacations. We made it through the pandemic together. I had these people nearby that I could lean on. It was really, really amazing. And I manifested that group of friends that I'd been wanting for years when I finally decided to stop trying to manifest the friends. And so you can see with that one right there, I had a really long time delay on that manifestation, and time delays are not necessary. If you're going through something like that where you've been experiencing a long time delay, you may also like another video that I've made recently on how to get rid of time delay. And I will go ahead and put a link to that below in the description. So please, if it's been 2 or 3 years, please go watch that video because you do not have to wait. You can absolutely manifest the things that you want quickly. Now, I have another story here on why, yes, sometimes you got to give up on your manifestation, and that's important, and maybe you need to do that now. I've got another real story for you. But first, if you enjoy law of attraction videos that teach you how to create the life of your dreams, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And of course, make sure to turn on the handy little notification bell so that you are notified whenever I release a new video. I put out content like this every single week, and I know you'll enjoy coming along for the ride. All right, but for my next story on how giving up on manifestation works is probably the one that's the most powerful for me. And I have shared it before, but it's been a while. And it's the story of how I became sober. I used to be addicted to opioids. And when I mean addicted to opioids, I mean I took them all day, every day. Okay, I had it measured out where, I had to wake up and take them at 6, 10, 4, 8. Like I had to take them at certain times because if I went too long, I started going into withdrawal. And so if you don't know much about opioids, when you go through withdrawal, you get very tired, you get nauseous, you can't eat, you basically feel like you have the flu, you get insomnia. It's awful. So that was where I was at. And it wasn't for a lack of trying to get sober. Okay. I had tried everything. This was even after I had learned about the law of attraction. I'd even tried, writing things in the journal. I'd tried a vision board. I'd tried many different attempts to quit and failed. I had gone through many different withdrawal attempts where I'd get clean for 2 weeks, maybe a month, maybe 2 months, and I would relapse. And so I kept trying. I kept holding the faith. I kept going forward. I kept, trying to cling to this idea that I could manifest my result. But I didn't get clean, and I didn't find the answer until I gave up. It finally clicked with me that I was holding on too hard and to give up and to make peace with the idea that, maybe I am going to be an addict for the rest of my life. But I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to stop trying, and I'm just going to put it out there that, I know there's an answer out there. Please bring it to me. When it comes to me, I'll take it. But until then, I'm done. I'm done trying. I'm giving up. And within a couple of days, I got an email sent to my phone in some newsletter that I was subscribed to. It was some kind of hippie newsletter that I followed at the time. And in the subject line of the email, it made reference to the idea of a natural plant that you could take that would get rid of opioid addiction without withdrawal. And it was everything I'd ever wanted. This idea that I could just take something and I wouldn't go through withdrawal anymore and I would be free. And the substance was called ibogaine. And I went ahead and followed the advice and it worked for me. I got off of opioids, clean and sober, no withdrawal, very, very easy. And my life has gotten so much better since then. But I didn't manifest what I needed until I gave up on the idea of manifesting it at all. And since then, I've been able to create a really awesome career for myself, teaching people about the law of attraction. I've gotten into really good physical condition. And something else that I teach people about a lot is about how to manifest really superior fitness, how to get the body of your dreams. If you would like some of those tips that I use on how to manifest serious physical fitness, weight loss, that kind of stuff, please make sure to pick up my Best Body Tips manifesting sheet. It is free. It's a free PDF to you. You can pick it up at bestbodytips.com. I'll also go ahead and put a link below in the description, but again, it is bestbodytips.com. Also, if you are new to my work here, I would love to invite you to take my very quick 5-minute manifesting test. If you would like to know for sure that you really are the creator of your reality and what you think is what is drawn into your world, I've designed a very quick, very fast 5-minute test where you can prove it to yourself. Put something out and watch it come back. And to take that test now, please go to manifestingtest.com. Again, it is manifestingtest.com. I'll also put a link to that one in the description. But again, manifestingtest.com is the direct link. Thanks so much for watching today's video on why you need to give up on your manifestation. I really hope that you enjoyed it. And of course, I look forward to bringing you another one soon. Bye-bye.